That's it, man.
Here it is.
Oh, there's two. There's double. There's double.
Yeah, I think he listens. He probably listens to his own music at the time. I still find it very, like impressive for players who can listen to like music or like not game sound and do quite well. Because I'm one of the players who needs to hear like
The
audio
volume,
cues. I need audio cues.
Yeah, I hear that, man. I understand where you're coming from right there, but
my man voice says I don't need that, man.
Exactly, man.
Everything happens for a reason, basically.
Yep, and he's queuing up some damage right here. Gonna get quite a bit right there, all off of one grab. Again, as I said, these two faced off at Frostbite. It was a pretty close set right there that VoiD was able to take. So Kels has been playing at such an incredible level the entirety of this tournament.
Yeah.
Do not be surprised to see another close one and a good result in Kels being the victor this time. Of course, VoiD with something to say about that, yet to even reach double digits here as he's playing pretty evasive around Kels.
Yeah, looks like he really has a handle on this matchup right here. We're going to see how much of a handle he does have as this game keeps going on. Kels finally starting to get some damage here. What a conversion, though. Pushed him all the way across the stage, and now VoiD trying to convert back with the same type of combo. All right.
Oh, yeah, there we
Scooped
go.
up, yes.
Wait for that.
All right. Big damage.
Indeed. Kels, as always, very good at stringing together those hits.
I was like, man,
Yeah,
VoiD step on him real quick.
Yeah, VoiD definitely hit the stutter step. Like just, yeah, just like got plenty of options. Which one will I pick? Interesting that they started off here at FD.
Yeah. Well, interesting right now. Kels has not been able to get too many spin dashes in here, which means she has not been able to get too much damage. VoiD's defense looking pretty down pat right now. But at the same time, so was his punish game.
All good catch right there.
Yes.
Yeah, Kels kind of gave that one up. She was in a pressure situation. Can't blame her for air dodging, but VoiD won't either. He'll take that first stock. Oh, turning around the wrong way there. No, he's not going to eat any kind of punish for that. Kels on the attack. Let's see what she can get started. VoiD, though, every single time is kind of escaping a predicament that you might deem a little bad for him.
Yeah. All right, so now she's starting to get a little bit of those mix-ups right there, starting to add a little damage. We got 98% on the board. Oh, okay. I'm not sure. That might have actually finished right there. She ended up landing that forward smash. She hasn't really been able to get any so far as we've seen her in this top 8.
Right.
Still got to throw it out, you know? Got to let her know it's there.
Absolutely. All right. Weaving and bobbing here. Nice. All right, so VoiD has done it. Oh, my goodness. And that's just, I mean, that's pure just good guesswork and reaction time on the part of VoiD. Everything just adding up here for a big game 1 for him.
Yeah, it's looking a little bit too great for him this time around. Already got her at 81. About to lap her in percent, and she's not even close to getting the stock off just yet.
Yeah, VoiD's level of confidence right now and just comfort in this matchup definitely shining through here in game 1. Look at him. I mean, he's just he's walking to a point, like just reacting to everything.
Yeah.
It has just been so effective. Kels struggling here. Not sure what she has to do to really just kind of get this going.
Okay, still living just barely though, man. Just to get through that situation with that air dodge. VoiD's probably gonna.
Yeah, hits the vanish on stage.
Probably gonna snuff that one out if he has to do it again. But now, already at 123, she barely living that high. VoiD got on the other side. That was imminent death.
All right, goes for the up throw, just putting him in the air. Find out she can make. She's trying to capitalize, man. But again, VoiD just having really just none of it. Those needles charged up, going for the up air right there. They'll settle for the back here, just throwing her off stage, getting that damage up.
Ooh. Nope, not enough yet still. I mean, he's doing a lot of damage here, but still not getting this last stock off yet. But, I mean, at the same time, that's Sheik. You're going to play until they're gone. And what a pivot grab right there. Gets the back throw and sends them back packing. Let's see what she can do on the second stock, though. We're already at 147. I mean, it's looking a little bleak, a little grim.
Yeah, just a little bit. I mean, you know, you got to make a comeback like this against somebody like VoiD. It's certainly not easy. You know, even more so you add on the fact that he's just really just dictated the pace, the entirety of this whole match.
Yeah.
From start. And there is the finish. Yes, indeed, the up air will seal the deal. VoiD, game 1. Going to him. Nicely done.
Yeah, very polished gameplay coming in from VoiD right there. Only lost the stock to a back throw, but after that, I mean, took about another 10%, and that was about it. You know, that's all she wrote.
So Kels looking Still very determined. As to be expected.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting. I don't know if Kels would ever elect to play another character here. And what I mean by that is I know she plays a really good Kirby. I don't know if she'd ever find herself, though, in the situation where she'd want to swap that out. But she's going to go ahead and stick with that Sonic, change up the scenery just a tad bit here to Smashville. Let's see how that goes ahead and fares for her. She does have the lead right here. And that's what I think one thing that I really enjoy about Kels thus far is the fact that when she has the lead, really just knows how to stretch it and play safely. But VoiD, of course, has no problem just kind of penetrating those defensive walls, those options, and just getting in there. And, you know, when VoiD, I mean, one hit usually turns to 3 or 5.
I mean, that's Sheik in general, but VoiD is definitely one of those. Well, instead of that 3 or 5, he pushes the upper limit and goes to like 5 to 7.
Definitely,
you know what
maximizes it.
So we'll see what he can do right here. Here on the second game, Supergirl Kels starting a little better this time around. But VoiD still, you know, look at that defense right there. You saw him like drop the shield so he didn't have to like lose any of it. Like he could preserve a little bit of it between hits. But she just kind of mixed them up 3 times. Actually didn't even hit the shield. But, you know, still smart stuff right there from VoiD to even think of that. All right, finally gets herself a hit here.
All right, yeah, VoiD go ahead and just take to the right side, though. Kels catching him.
Enough of that. Enough of that. Put that away.
Had enough.
Needles out the way right there. Should be able to get through the needles with the well-timed side B spin dash. She's up the upstart of it, but all depends. Right now, the VoiD again, such dominance, showing such dominance here on this part of the stage. It does have a little bit of percent deficit, but at the same time though, it's not too much to really say like, hey man, you're out here losing.
Right.
Tries to go for it though, and I like that, knowing that she's going to be pretty safe with that distance. Okay. We get back on stage right here. Ooh, going for the F smash. Maybe not actually going for that though, but regardless, doesn't get punished for that situation.
Yeah, VoiD looking for an answer right there, and he'll take that up air. He has slowly brought this back here. Oh wow, what a bouncing fish! That was just such good positioning.
Yeah. All right. Yes. Finds a way through here. The back throw.
That was not the option right there, and Kels is holding that shield. And she'll take that stock with no problem there.
Hey, much like Ness right there, you really don't want to approach Sonic at the ledge when you're over 100 and he's over 100 as well, because that back throw is coming.
It's a certain level of respect you got to kind of play right there, and then catching the bouncing fish right there. Again, VoiD has done an excellent job of really just exploiting some of those air dodges for girl Kels.
Yeah. All right.
She does a good job springing out of that situation.
Yeah, not going to stay there for too long right here. We're still going to add up that damage. Look at that cling 34 right there. And the jabs to boot. Starting to mix up her approaches here this time around. Now, usually she kind of like lands with that and then ends up hitting the shield, probably looking for a grab. But now throwing on some extra hitboxes this time around. Oops.
Yep, great catch. Ooh. All right, the trades right here are real. Back and forth they go. Again, it's just an incredibly close contest right here. Much different than what we saw in that first game outing. Kels has definitely picked it up. Oh, she's looking for this good pickup right here, forcing these air dodges out of VoiD.
Yeah.
Putting him in some pressured situations. Man, second guessing a couple things right here.
Oh, okay, just kind of roll up on him right there, but VoiD is definitely going to get that grab. Try to hit him with the mix-up, you know, the stop dash mix-up basically. You know, they expect you to go behind him and do the jump. This time you kind of just stop in front of him.
Yeah.
But VoiD was aware and ready for that.
All right.
Slowly but surely clawing his way back into this game, though.
Seriously. I mean, you know, Kels had a really big lead right there, and VoiD has just kept his composure and brought it to a very doable situation. Will it be enough, though? Obviously, Kels not trying to face down the barrel of 2-0 here to VoiD.
Okay. Good stuff not getting up any of these air dodges, though, because if she does, you know VoiD has that reaction time, and you can kind of see him playing around it. If he gets an air dodge, that's probably going to be game.
Oh,
but the only thing he gets is a back air to the neck, and he's out of there.
He's shaking his head a little bit. He did a good job with his evasiveness up until that point, but Kels just kind of dropping down and gets on the board. 1-2-1 now.
Yeah, choosing the ill-advised option and going for the get-up attack right there. Kels was nowhere to be found.
Yeah, I just read her lips, man. She said lilac.
He banned that.
Yeah, get it out of here.
Out of that.
Having none of that. All right, so let's see where VoiD opts to go. Looks like it's going to be Town and
City.
City.
Okay.
Game number 3. I'm with it.
Yeah, man. Small blast zones right here should be able to help Sheik get some kills a little faster. As I don't really think it matters too much for Sheik this time around. Sheik's going to die. Like, basically, if she's going to die, she's going to die. So, let's go ahead and try to get these blast zones to help her out this time around. And now we're going to see how this plays out. Here we go, 1-1 between Supergirl Kels and VoiD so far.
Yeah, it's just so nutty that these two are actually playing right here in top 8. Because I think it must have been like a week or two ago where they had like a little bit of a training session online. I know these two, and they were kind of sharing tips back and forth between their take on the matchup.
Yeah.
And to just see it kind of coming out right here in tournament at the highest level is pretty ridiculous, man. But you know what? Fate, she got a sense of humor too. That's how it goes down.
All right. Supergirl Kels right here, trying to stay as safe as possible while still adding on that pressure with those spin dashes. But VoiD, he always finds that open and he gets it. Whoa.
Yeah, he does, looking for the
Very
assist
close
on the platform. Yeah, to get that stock off early, but not quite enough.
Very good damage coming in from both players right here, 93-74. So Supergirl Kels is just down by a little bit, but not anything she can get back with probably like one spin dash combo. And I was correct.
That's the best, man, when they just kind of justify what we say.
And like, here you go. Oh,
wow, narrowly missing that forward air. That could have spelled disaster for that stock, though. VoiD finding his forward air, of course, not going to be able to kill just yet.
Yeah, that was definitely going to be stock right there. She actually got that forward air. They were way too far off to the right side for him to do any type of DI to get through there. But now, Supergirl Kels with a little bit of a lead right there. Lands that big damage back air, but not the stock on it a second ago.
Yep, VoiD taking his time right here. Does not have the lead, trailing just a little bit. But always, of course, looking for that one good opening to exploit.
Ooh.
Oh, I almost anticipated the grab.
Yeah. All right, and this time around, looks like VoiD's now starting to play a little back. Doesn't want to give up that free damage. Doesn't want to give up that stock yet. But the up throw, wow, that was close. All right, she might go for it again, though. Maybe a couple pummels this time before. Or the spin dash Sonic 3 combo, hitting him with the neutral air right at the end. Takes that stock, Supergirl Kels. Looking like she's slated to go up 2 games over VoiD right now.
I'm telling you, man, she is just, it's definitely a bit of a daunting task on both ends. But she has just risen to the challenge. And, of course, VoiD, no stranger to do that himself, strikes back with the forward smash to keep this a very competitive contest.
That was good stuff right there for VoiD. Like the little mix-up that he decided to go for it. Landed behind her instead, and then immediately throws out the forward smash.
Right.
I wasn't expecting that.
All right, so gingerly VoiD approaches there. Nice footstool tactics right there. The perfect pivot's doing him justice.
VoiD combos coming through.
Yep.
All right. Ooh.
There it is. So many hits to follow. Oh, the spring action right there, but VoiD gonna come back. It's an aggressive option that Kels is maybe gonna make him second guess.
Yeah, she's doing quite a bit on this damage front right now. VoiD just barely getting through that spring up forward air. Oh my God, is that it? Oh, that was close.
That was actually clever. VoiD at one point using that spring to kind of get up quicker to that top middle platform to continue his assault on Kels. Who right now is reeling a little bit. Yeah, he really wants that up there to connect. They'll settle for some needles, getting some good damage in here. Every single hit making the difference right now for VoiD. Swung himself into the lead.
Back throw.
A little unsafe on that option.
Yeah. Luckily for him, he's a very, very less, or very small on the damage right now, but he definitely won't be able to take another one of those again. I believe so.
Back. Oh, almost.
Yeah, that was gonna be big time right there, and she almost answered back too with a big time up air, but that's the only big time up air we're getting from VoiD.
Yeah.
Ends up taking that game. Very close games in between these two right now, but VoiD managed to clutch it out yet again, going up 2-1 over Kels.
And that was really, VoiD ended up getting the stock anyway, but I could just hear the crowd with that collective sigh of relief when that up smash just narrowly missed Kels. But VoiD, of course, as it says, very relentless in his decision making right there, and it pays off right there. It's up 2-1 against Supergirl Kels. See if he can close it out in this next one, or will we see that always anticipated game number 5? Oh, she's looking for a coach. You have to announce your coach before. Oh, let her have her coach. What the heck's wrong with y'all? Yeah, there you go. Timeout, timeout.
I was like, I'm gonna just peek. I'm gonna just peek my head through the like the curtain, like, hey, you got this. That's only coaching you need right there. Like, hey.
I don't. Why? Oh, wait, did they not let her have her coach?
I guess not. I guess because maybe she didn't announce it beforehand or something like that.
Oh my lord. You guys got to be sticklers for everything. You ain't gonna be a stickler for something. Be a stickler for a venue fee, okay? Let a competitor in the top 8 have access to their coach. Just saying.
I mean, I thought that was kind of guaranteed anyway. I mean, that's her brother. Like, I feel like he's always been a coach, but it's all good.
That's melee privilege. Anyway, game number 4. game number 4 coming up. So she'll have to do it without the helpful advice of her brother Jay right there. Her and Jay actually quite the tandem in doubles and always a good source of knowledge for her, but not on this one. Gonna have to go it alone here in game number 4 against VoiD. Curious to see VoiD maybe considering switching characters. I know he plays a very polished Fox, but I don't know if he's gonna look to that for the answer right here. Here we are, game number 4, set to begin.
All right.
All right, yep, so Town and City, the return is real right now. VoiD, Supergirl Kels, let's go. Loser quarters rolling on here. And such close games between both these
Coach or not, man,
individuals.
as I say, Coach or not, these have been some very close games. So, you know, it's not like she can't do it. She's already done it once, and there's the foot still right there. But landing close enough to the ledge to not to take whatever follow-up she was going to get off of that. And now, ooh, the spring out there was very smart. I feel like that might just be the up smash?
That was clever.
I feel like that's a thing that maybe only Sonic kind of gets in that, because you see VoiD get a lot of those drag downs and grabs. I feel like maybe if you don't have like a fast enough move to like or an invincible move, you're just gonna get grabbed up.
Right.
So he had to respect that. Nice. Okay.
Ooh. All right,
We're doing a lot right now. Yeah.
Like a roller coaster, man, just all over the place. You know, VoiD though trying to put the brakes on.
Yeah, very explosive start right here for Kels. However, most of the damage she's kind of received outside of like VoiD's start combo has been her just missing up her follow-up. So got to clean that up a little bit. And maybe we have a much different game on hand right now. VoiD getting the drag down. Oh, and he actually gets the grab this time.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
And
that was so beautiful.
That conversion was absolutely nutty right there. The back throw to immediate up air.
The back throw with the platform moving in, too. I think
Yeah.
that's the only reason he even decided to go for that back throw. I feel like if the platform was stationary, he probably would have went for another like forward or up throw.
And that right there is just good stage awareness. And we know VoiD, he practices on these stages all the time, and he knows the little intricacies, and he knows how to exploit them. And that was quite the exploit right there. A great play on his part. Going to put him in the lead here. See if Kels can close the gap sooner rather than later, however.
And Kels looking for that back throw, but not going to get it just yet. However, yep, can't get that up here as well.
Oh,
maybe this time?
That was great. Not enough.
Not
Still,
enough.
though, getting that stage control.
Oh, this might be enough.
Wow, VoiD just shaking his head. Yeah, nah.
Probably not the best place to land right there for VoiD after he just got back throw and saw the spark. So, however, still got a little damage right there on Kels for losing that stock. Not anything she can't get back immediately, though.
And that's really good for
Trying to
Kels
start.
because VoiD has such a tremendous amount of momentum, too, as we saw him taking that stock pretty early. So for Kels to be able to just come back and immediately retaliate is really good for her. And just kind of trying to hold VoiD in check here. But will it be enough to get to game 5? But VoiD trying to let her know, no, it will not be.
Saying this running grab right there. She was doing a lot of dashing around. I guess he was like, nah, stop that.
All right, yeah, VoiD just kind of resetting the neutral right there, throwing those needles out, flinging them across the stage right here.
Ooh.
And another good drag down. This time, Kels, though, very aware of the attempt there and had the spring action waiting.
Yeah, as I said, man, wasn't sure she was able to do that all the time, because the last time it looked like she actually just got grabbed for free, but this time around she actually goes for the spring. Hasn't been able to rack up too much damage here on this second stock of VoiD yet. Finally starting to get something going, but just one up air, that's it. VoiD playing quite well around Kels this time, or in this game. A little shield shake action.
Just to let you know. All right, so for VoiD, perhaps one good hit away from taking it. So Supergirl Kels still playing fearlessly. Oh, that was smart.
No.
Yeah, I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it right there. I said whoever air dodges first loses, and it was Kels there. And VoiD had the confidence to just kind of stand his ground, and it gets the big-time punish right there. Takes it 3-1. eliminating Supergirl Kels in 5th place.
Yeah, man. Still an excellent run for Supergirl Kels, as we like to say. You know, 5th place coming in here. She got a game off Zero. She got a game off VoiD. You know, it's only going up for her. So good stuff to her. But unfortunately for her, that will be the end of her tournament run.
Yeah, that'll end it right there. Hey, but not without a valiant and well-fought effort